Hi, everybody. It's me once again, Vanessa St. Louis, the Human Resources Manager with Mekka Communications Incorporated. And guess what? We have two wonderful English speaking work at home opportunities available right now. Um, Coming up for next month in March, which I can't believe is only like less than 2 weeks away. So I'm really excited to tell you all about these opportunities that are currently available. I'll tell you a little bit about us, Mecca Communications. We're a small and growing call center. We specialize in finding work for those who want to work at home and avoid the commute and, all that fun stuff. Early morning rush hours in the subway, hard to get a taxi. And since sometimes getting to work can be difficult, working at home, you bring work to you. I want to tell you some bonuses about working from home with Mecca Communications. These job opportunities, you're able to choose your own schedule. So rather than you being told when you have to work, you actually work at your convenience. If you're a part timer, that's fine. A full timer, hungry for hours, it's all up to you. So with that in mind, I'm going to get started. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to share my screen so I'll be able to further elaborate on these wonderful positions. So just give me a moment. Thank you. Okay, so I believe you could all see my screen now. So the two programs that are available is TurboTax and Reliance Home Comfort. So let me start with TurboTax. Um, TurboTax is an inbound customer service and software tech support. When I say tech support, I don't want you to get scared or nervous. Like I do when I hear tech support. Basically, you just be accessing a knowledge base and providing basic um, technical service like doing remote access for TurboTax's customers. TurboTax, let me tell you a little bit about TurboTax. Um, it actually used to be TurboTax. However, TurboTax was bought out by Intuit Inc., and it is an enterprise software company that develops financial and tax preparation software and related services for small businesses, accountants, and everyday people like you and I. TurboTax is a tax preparation software package and is one of the most popular income tax preparation software packages in North America. So that means they operate in the United States as well as Canada. Now, the software is designed to guide users through their tax returns step by step. Now, I personally do use TurboTax every year. When I file my taxes, it's very easy. You just follow the steps right to the end. And I've always gotten a good return using TurboTax. So the rate per hour, it starts at $15 Canadian per hour. However, as you could see up here, you can get a pay raise of a whole $1.50 and earn up to $16.50 an hour. How that would work, if you once you complete training and you start taking calls, if you're on time for the shifts you schedule. You're exercising empathy and patience with TurboTax's customers. You become a top performer. And as a top performer, you earn a $1.50 raise. So right here, it says it's $7.50 Canadian per interval. So I'm going to explain that to you. Remember at the start of the video, this information session, sorry, I explained to you that you're able to choose your own hours. So say you want to work early in the morning and then take the afternoon off and go shopping or what have you, you could schedule 30-minute blocks. So we know in mathematics that half of 15 is 7.50. Let's say you want to work from 9 o'clock to 10:30. Two intervals, which is a 30-minute period, is half of $15. So you'd make $7.50 per interval, per block. So that extra 30 minutes, that means you would make $15 and 7.50 cents for the 30 minutes that you work. And breaking it down to the minute rate, it's 0.29 Canadian cents per minute. However, you are not paid per minute. You are paid as soon as you log in and start taking calls, you start earning. So there's no per minute rate. This is just a little breakdown to kind of give you an idea. Okay, so it does say in fine print, hourly rates are shown, assumes that the servicing of 2 30-minute intervals. Okay, I hope that's clear. Now, the great thing about training for both interval and reliance is that you get to choose your 4-hour per day training class. So we have 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. or 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. All times are reflected in Eastern time frame, Eastern Standard Time. So you could choose between morning or afternoon. Now, phase one, the program starts on the 14th of March. Phase one runs from March 14th to April the 5th. Phase two begins April the 6th. Sorry, they made a typo. April the 6th, 2022. And this period is called certification because you'll start earning your $15 an hour. I want to explain phase one. So you'd be working on a platform called Arise, and Arise does not pay for training, because you'll be taking, it's like a course like being in school, but Mekka understands, you're in training and you're not earning anything. So we do provide our agents with a stipend. So like a supplement. So every 2 weeks, we will pay out $150 Canadian. And then once you begin phase two, here's where you start to earn. Now, we all know tax season is just around the corner. People are already getting their T4s and T5s. So April the 6th, by then, things will be in full swing. So the hours available for you to choose when to work are April the 6th to May the 2nd. It is from 9 a.m. to midnight. Now on May the 3rd, when things slow down a bit, you You are required to work 1 hour, so 2 30-minute blocks on Monday. You don't have to do it back to back. You still get to choose. So if you want to do half hour in the morning, come back in the evening, it is entirely up to you. However, after that period, tax season will start to wind down a little bit. So the hours will change from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Now, the contract is not permanent. However, bonus is that if you're doing really great and you become a top performer, they will keep you on as a full time, and you could be employed with Intuit TurboTax permanently. Okay. Now, in the middle of high tax season, you are required to do 4 hours on Saturday or Sundays, or a combination of both. But you can split that up. You don't have to do it back to back. So let's say you do 2 hours Saturday, 2 hours Sunday, 3 hours Saturday, 1 hour Sunday, whichever way you want to design your schedule, you are able to do so. It says right here that most availability is between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. Now, during peak week requirements, which is the week of April 25th, like me, sometimes people do wait till the last minute. So they're calling and scrambling to get their taxes completed by April 30th, which is the deadline. So during this one day only, the week of April 25th, you are required to do a minimum of 20 hours, which is basically 5 hours out of your day, Monday to Saturday or the Sunday. Okay, I hope everything makes sense for you. So I did give you a little gist about this program. It starts at $15 an hour. It is a contracted position from April the 6th through until May 13th. However, it can become permanent depending on your performance and what have you, as I mentioned. So now, TurboTax, should you be successful in your application, they will send you a little camera. It's really small. It's going to come already with a blue background, just so that your customers can see you and what have you. You can opt out of that if you're uncomfortable, but they do say right here, as you can see, it's actually video support. Okay, I just wanted to make that clear. In terms of, it says so right here, you will be sent a chat package with the Logitech C170 webcam. Okay, and you can keep that as well, so it's yours to keep. Now, you do need to wear an all-white logo-free collared shirt. I don't know, for those of you from the 80s and 90s era, we call them prep shirts. So like all white, no logo or anything with the collar. And those you can purchase, or if you already have one, Walmart or anywhere. So that's not too hard to find. You do need a USB headset like the one I'm wearing. It's a Plantronics headset, USB noise canceling, so you can take your calls without disturbing the customers, or the customers hearing any noise or anything in the background. You do need to have laptop or a desktop with a minimum of 4 gigabytes memory. They do prefer 8 GB, but as long as you have 4, you're okay. You add also a Windows operating system of 8.1 64-bit or Windows 10 64-bit. Now, also, I wanted to let you know in terms of computer and what have you are not permitted to work using Wi-Fi as your internet connection. You do have to be directly connected with your Ethernet cord straight into your modem or your router or what have you. Wi-Fi wireless is not actually permitted. So you're probably wondering, what should I expect? So you can expect to, interact with TurboTax's customers via phone, the phone, soft phone on your computer and smart look. You'll be doing screen share. Now, I did also work for Intuit TurboTax last year. So basically, when they say screen share, sometimes, elderly might be calling for assistance, and it might be a little difficult to explain what to do. So you can use screen share by remote access and just basically use your mouse like what I'm doing and say click here or click there. It all depends on if they allow you or not, but that is something that agents have the power to do. As an agent working for TurboTax Intuit, you're supposed to be researching, analyzing the tools that you have to your availability to come up with the best solution for TurboTax's customers. You do need to be positive, put a smile in your voice, and also be caring and empathetic when approaching customers. You do need to be articulate in how to use the TurboTax product accurately and efficiently and resolve customer inquiries. They aim for first contact resolution. And in any call center, we just ask that you provide quality customer service and demonstrate the ability to effectively troubleshoot and resolve, advanced technical inquiries. When they say technical, like using the remote access, how to show someone how to download the software, things like that. Even you may be in doubt, and as the cliche goes, when in doubt, reach out. I want to let you know that you are never alone when you're working for Intuit TurboTax. There is tons of support with you, even after training is complete. If you may not find something on the knowledge base provided to you, you can seek assistance and have, representative assist you in resolving your problems. So I want to let you know you're never alone. Okay? So I did mention, as it says here, it is a limited opportunity to work for Intuit TurboTax program during the very busy tax season. Service, so anyone working on this program, I just want to let you know it is a temporary contract. So I want to highlight here what I mentioned to you. As a top performer, you get a pay raise of $1.50 to $16.50 an hour, which is great. And it does say here, a limited number of top performing service partners may be offered a permanent contract to continue servicing TurboTax. So right here, It outlines what it takes to become a top performer. So a top performer displays outstanding problem-solving skills, displays patience, empathy, an ability to manage stress, the ability to work under pressure, skilled and efficient in writing and verbal communication, outstanding listening skills, provides knowledgeable, friendly, and eloquent customer service, and understanding how to navigate and efficiently use the tools. So it's really up to you, but the tentative completion date for the contract is May the 13th. Okay, so that's TurboTax. Now, those of you who are interested in working for TurboTax, you can send me an email. My name is Vanessa, once again, and this is my email address. I'm just going to type it on the screen here. So that is Mekka Communications @gmail.com. And I'm just going to bold it so you could see it more clearly. It's my sticky note is just a bit tall, but here we go. So bold. And voila, there we go. So Mekka Communications @gmail.com. Okay, so I'm going to move on now. Those of you who express interest in working on this contract, you send me your resume and an email to meccacommunications @gmail.com, and I will respond with the next step in the hiring process. This training begins on March 14th up until May the 13th. Okay, well, training is not that long, but this class, everything begins on March 14th. And I will be issuing this PDF to those who are interested in working with Intuit TurboTax. Again, I can testify it's a great, great program with great people, lots of help, lots of support, and it kind of gives you an edge because I learned a lot about income tax and taxes in Canada, my country, and I still use those skills to this very day. It helped me to understand more about how taxes work in Canada. Now, Reliance Home Comfort is customer service and sales, no video involved. Now, this contract is a permanent contract, so it's a rate of $15 per hour, and top performers do earn additional revenue with STAR and other performance incentives. So it's a really wonderful opportunity as well. Let me tell you a little about Reliance Home Comfort. They are an HVAC company. So they're the leading provider of heating, cooling, and water heater solutions to Canadian homeowners. So let's say you have a water heater or a furnace that breaks down, you would call Reliance for assistance. So I'm going to go back up to the top and get started. As with TurboTax, there's a phase 1 and a phase 2. This program begins March the 31st, and the class times are 9 to 1, 6 to 10 Eastern time, just like TurboTax. Phase 1 training begins March 21st to April the 15th, and then you start earning your $15 Canadian per hour on the 18th of April in phase two until the 25th of April. And do remember, although in phase one, you're taking a course class, we do provide you with that $150 supplement to get you through the phase two financially. So Reliance opens up a little bit earlier than TurboTax. Their hours of operation are from 6 a.m. to midnight, 12 a.m. Most intervals are available between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. The only special service and requirements is that you do 2 hours on the weekend, really, really minimal on the weekend. So you could do an hour Saturday, an hour Sunday, two Saturday, two Sunday, how whatever works best for you. Um, you do have that freedom, just as with TurboTax, to create your own schedule. So system and equipment, it's basically the same as with TurboTax. The only thing is you're not using a live camera or anything. You're just taking the calls from the customers as you would in a conventional call center. What you can expect. Um, Now, this word can be scary to some people, but do keep in mind it's an inbound customer service and sales. I'm not sure if some of you are familiar with the word upsell. Upsell means you take the call, you handle the customer service portion, but you upsell a service that Reliance offers to their customers. So I can tell you off the bat, I've never worked for Reliance, but I've worked with Direct Energy, which is similar to Reliance. So what that means is that when you purchase a furnace or an air conditioner, eventually warranty will end. It's not lifetime warranty. So just the same as when you purchase a car, um, you need to insure it. So that way, if there's an accident or something happens, it doesn't come out of your pocket because you're already insured. Now, some people don't really like that it's mandatory to pay insurance, but there's a cliche that goes, it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. So at any given time, it's a freezing cold winter night and your furnace conks out on you don't have an insurance plan, you need your furnace fixed right away, you don't want to suffer from hypothermia, you're going to have to pay tons of money to have someone come out on an emergency call and fix the furnace. So when you take calls from your customers, what Reliance wants you to do is to say, hey, Mr. Customer, I realize that you do not have a protection plan for a low cost. We can offer you a protection plan on your HVAC equipment. Same thing, it's hot summer, AC stops working, you're in sweltering heat in the middle of July. You got to call someone to service the AC. You're looking at $600 and up sometimes, especially when parts need to be replaced. So all you do is offer these protection plans. And I went through that little spiel so that you could kind of understand where I'm coming from. And once you believe in something, it's very easy to say, hey, it is important to protect your equipment and what have you. So selling is a large part of being successful on this program. recognize opportunities and incorporate, there's that word, upselling techniques by informing the customer of additional products and services Reliance offers to achieve enrollment. Requirements are detailed in the metric section of this opportunity announcement. See, and you're not going to be like a door-to-door vacuum salesman. You will be taking inbound customer calls, but with every call, you are required to remind the customer the value and importance of protecting their HVAC equipment. So, as the agent speaks to the customer, the agent will determine the immediate customer and or reliance need. However, in addition, the customer needs that are not immediately apparent must be uncovered through a consultative style discussion with the customer. Examples of things that might not be obvious include additional product and or service requirements or sales opportunities. So that's just a little skim off of the top there. Um, so in order to be successful in becoming fully certified, you do need to finish your self-paced modules, pass all the quizzes and exams with a score of 90% or higher, which is an open book exam, so that won't be too hard to achieve. Pass role play scenarios and be inclusive of engagement and effective understanding of Reliance's processes and procedures. Then you do phase two, which is like a nesting period. You're taking calls, but you are surrounded like a bird in a nest. So you'll have lots of support and help right at your fingertips. And so you'll be taking live calls, making your $15 an hour in phase two training. And you only need a minimum score of 75% quality scoring through the live call period. So it's not very hard. So I did forget to mention that with both Reliance and TurboTax, you do have to complete a background check. Your computer in which you're going to be using to work, that will be tested just to make sure that your equipment is compatible to take these calls. So Reliance is permanent and TurboTax is contracted with the potential of keeping the contract permanently. So I'm going to stop screen sharing. Those of you who are interested in Reliance or TurboTax, this is the email address for the HR department, meccacommunications@gmail.com. We will send you this PDF to review on your own as well. And that's basically it. So I'm going to stop the screen share. And I had a wonderful time sharing with you these two wonderful work at home opportunities with Mekka Communications. And I'm really looking forward to hearing from you all. I'm only an email away. So thank you for your time and your interest in working with Mekka. I wish you all a wonderful day, morning, evening. Okay. Thank you so much.